Welcome into another episode of the 419, and maybe not just another episode, but in some ways, the final episode of the 419 podcast.
Many wishes are now come true.
Cries of joy. I hear cries of joy in the community.
So huge thanks to our sponsors, Witro Wealth Management and WorkSpring, for their continued support over the last 2 years of this podcast. We are excited as the calendar changes to 2026. So too does our show move from podcast only to our new partnership with WGTE. Got Gretchen DeBacker, Matt Killam. I'm Kevin Mullen. And we are joined by one of our incredible sponsors, Megan Kassiri from WorkSpring. Megan, hello.
Hi, guys.
Welcome, Megan. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Right before we started recording, the question came up, and I'm going to call people out on this one. The question was, how many unread emails does Gretchen have on her phone? And I know I'm going to lose this one, so I feel comfortable throwing this out there. But Matt, right now, how many unread emails?
Well, I do. I've got 4.
But does he really ever actually read them? The answer is no.
I do not. That's right. I will open them and delete them.
Thank you.
I just don't like the red number. Yeah.
So I have actually disabled the
Because
number,
the number was so high, it
from
wouldn't go any higher.
my Gmail app. I just didn't want it anymore.
Okay.
And then that is, so Gmail is like 4 or 5 of my email accounts.
Easy
And
with
then
the
I've
brag.
got another one in Outlook that has well over 100 as well. It's not great. Gretchen, what's your number?
Mine is 959, but in my defense,
Okay, maybe
I
didn't.
don't use I don't ever look, open, or read my old Yahoo. So that's like all shopping emails, and like I just never go through it. My Gmail, if I were to pull up Gmail, is probably like
Why do you keep
10.
the Yahoo?
I don't know. There's
Purely
no
to have,
reason.
like, it's the trash can that when
Yeah.
someone's like, what's your email?
Yes.
You're at Old Navy and it's like, hey, what's your email address?
If
You're
I
like,
give you my email, I don't ever want to hear from the Yahoo. I don't ever want to hear from you, basically.
Oh.
I don't, this may be
No
too
offense,
personal of a question,
Matt.
but I want to ask specifically.
Okay.
At any point, well, hang on. Megan, what's your number?
Unread or just
Unread.
undeleted?
Unread.
The red number.
You are good.
Do you aim for inbox 0?
I do.
Oh no. My inbox. I have thousands of emails in my
Yeah.
inbox. Now
Same.
I read them all
Of course.
every
Thoroughly.
day.
Yeah.
Every
right.
day. I don't know. I probably have 40 unread as of right at this
Well,
moment
that's not
today.
bad.
Do you have a
today.
process, each one of you, that you follow? I mean, the day starts with, or the day ends with cleaning it out, or getting a flagging process. I have
So
a colleague who I adore, whose name will remain. She'll stay. Allie will be anonymous. She has a flagging process.
Like
that
she puts them in the files and stuff
I don't know. She's explained to me, but I didn't listen because it was so boring.
because it was in an email. You didn't read it.
That's right. Yeah.
So I have an AI tool that
Okay.
allegedly like helps me find inbox 0,
Okay.
but really all it does
What's the
is
name of that tool?
Yeah.
Fixer.
Yeah. Oh,
I
Fyxer.
hate the AI email tools.
Oh my gosh. No,
Because
this,
I'll see like the email and it'll be like, here's the AI summary. Well, it's a 1-sentence email. Like, why is AI summarizing that? I hate it.
no. So mine
much.
doesn't. So mine's not about a summary. Mine actually writes the draft response.
Wow.
Right.
Okay.
And it uses all of the conversations that I've
yes,
ever
I'll
had
take a trial
with
package
that
of
person.
erectile dysfunction.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's
Oh, that's AI.
yeah, that's right. Where did it get that from me?
That's right.
All
I
right, my
didn't order all
last
this.
email question before we dive into the actual episode. What is the worst email address that you've ever had? Like, did you ever do like the weird vanity email, or like working in education? You'll see a parent like fill out a form for their kid,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, fluffy buns
Right.
107 at hotmail.com.
You know, the
and I'm
classic
like,
story.
Yeah.
yeah, that
you
was
just
me.
made
that
that
was
up
me.
like off the top of your head.
That was me. Yeah, that was mine.
Fluffy
No, I
Buns
think
Mullins
that I've
25. You know, I'm right
You know,
about.
I think I've always had Gretchy D. I think that's general. I just used to have Yahoo, and now I have Gmail, so I don't have anything dramatic.
Gretchy D is your handle?
Yeah.
That is terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've had the same Vehi 506 for years. Yeah.
You might have some version of my name as well. I have probably somewhere between 5 and 50 random Gmail accounts that I no longer have access to myself. that are my name and then some arbitrary number placed
That's a
to it.
lot. That's a lot of accounts.
Yeah, it
Somewhere
is.
between
5 and 50.
So
Matt actually has
Those
more email accounts than he has
there's a
unread
data
emails.
center going
Those
on in
email
Spencer
accounts
Township.
equate
Yeah.
with the number of ex-girlfriends he has.
I
that
am
he has to change
yeah.
the email from.
Well, now I have AI correspond with them. I am personally responsible for draining one of the Great Lakes.
Yeah, right, exactly.
And the amount of frustration, and I know it's coming whenever I go to re-up something or something has lapsed, they're like, oh, what email account do you have this on? And I'm like, well, I can probably guess that. But I can never have access to them. I just have this. I was like, I'm just going to start again.
Yeah, right.
So MPK21 is one of them.
And then
Matt 346.
MPK22.
something.
And
Yeah, it's a mess. It's a
work your
mess.
way through all the numbers.
you got it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, hey, it's the
Nice.
best of the 419. It's the end of the year, the chance when we go back and, we don't have we got Megan, but we don't have a new guest on the show, perhaps. But we go back and revisit our best and favorite moments from 2025.
And this is when our dear friend and loyal supporter, Megan, pretends that she's listening to our show. And she listens to one of the shows on the drive to the studio.
Yeah, right. We gave
was
her a
this
2-week
morning.
notice,
Yeah.
so she had to back up,
Yeah.
listen to all the episodes that she's never listened to before, just like our mothers.
That's
so
right.
it's fine.
No,
I mean,
my mom
none of
still hasn't
none of our
listened
mothers
to a
listen
single
to the show,
episode.
Megan.
Yeah.
So if you're going for the 70-year-old demographic at WorkSpring, you're not going to get it through our 3 mothers. Oh gosh.
If that's your target demo, we're in
Yeah,
trouble.
you're-
Well.
Hey, before we dive into your favorite episode, each of ours, I do want to sincerely say thank you. When we started this journey, it was the 3 of us thinking we have this crazy thing that we should do. And you were crazy enough to buy into that and go, yeah, you guys should keep doing it. And we want to support it. So, we appreciate, what you're doing with WorkSpring, what you're doing to support, employers, to build wellness and health within the workplace, and all of that. And obviously the opportunity for us to be able to be a part of that and tell the story. But from all of us and
Very much appreciated.
all of our listeners, 70-year-old or not,
Right.
thank you.
It's my pleasure. It's our members' pleasure. Honestly, I was excited to have the opportunity to help out when you first started, and I am thrilled that you're here and you're going to be in this new location, and I can't wait to listen every day of the week now. Right?
Yes, every
I mean,
day
it's
of the week.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, you'll have to come in.
I'll come in.
All right.
No, we need you to come in. We
No,
we
no.
need the
You
content.
You
How
need
many days a week can you come?
What are you doing Monday through Friday from
Yeah.
January
December to
until-
June.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Yeah.
what
January
you
to
got
I'm all
going?
yours.
But
Okay,
the
good.
changes that we've gone through and certainly grown, thanks to our partners, same with WorkSpring.
Oh my
So,
gosh, this past year
I
has been
know.
incredible.
Can you? I mean, obviously, I'm because we're actual buds, so
Mm-hmm.
I know, and I visited the new location. But I don't want to bury that. I want you to tell us about that.
Well, we spent the last, couple years looking for a new location. We were out in Maumee at Arrowhead Park for probably 15 years, and before that, we were in Sylvania. But when we were the Employers Association, we actually started in downtown Toledo. And so our lease was coming due, and we had a wonderful landlord, but it was really time to change what we were going to be doing. So I talked with my friend Tim Schlachter from SVN, and we looked at so many different places. But the Innovation Post, as it's called now, was just, it is the coolest
It is.
place.
So cool.
It's a beautiful facility, and I'm proud of it because we had it designed by our great team at Everwild Marketing, and our staff and myself. We put some of that furniture together.
Yeah,
And
So it's yours.
So it's ours, yeah.
I love it.
And it's just a great place to work, and it's wonderful for members to come and visit too.
Now,
New
Gretchen-
addition to that Jaconi. Is that how you pronounce
Yes, Jamie.
it? Coffee and treats and
Yes.
stuff. How much coffee are you drinking every day now?
I drink more coffee than
Yeah.
It's great though. I mean,
but that's open. The public can come in there,
you can
right?
come. Yes, you can come in right off of 14th. There's an entrance right there, and they're doing a great business. They have wonderful breakfasts and lunch and coffee and
Are you a
all sorts of
breakfast
things.
person?
I am. Yeah.
All right. What
Yeah.
about you guys?
Yeah, there was a stretch there when I skipped breakfast, but it is the best meal of the day. And if I could have breakfast all 3 meals, I
It's the
would.
best food.
Yes, no question.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would do pancakes, breakfast, lunch, and dinner
That sounds like a real public service announcement there.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying I
Now, would
I
WorkSpring
shouldn't.
recommend that for employees?
Yeah.
That they have pancakes
Yeah.
for every meal?
you find me a workplace that has that as part of their wellness program.
Yeah.
Is daily
Well,
pancakes.
Uncle John's and IHOP, I think, make
That's
that,
right.
that's part of
That's
that.
right.
Pancakes are great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
If
right.
somebody in their like workplace cafeteria had the make your own waffles from the hotel, like I don't even care what the job was, I'm in.
Sure.
I'm hired.
Bailiff's
Let's
out
go.
here, Megan, as you usually do. It is a new location, but really the same great philosophy in terms of service.
Yeah.
I know this because it saves our bacon. I don't know if that's expression or not from my day job perspective, but talk about the lineage here, the products that you offer, but really the people portion and the support.
You know, honestly, our people make all the difference. So there are a number of HR type softwares that you can buy, and you're buying just that as a software. But our team, we have 22 people who are certified professionals in human resources, training, and workplace wellness, and they're just tremendous. We specialize in helping our employers with their people. It's the most, usually it's the largest line item in a budget.
Absolutely.
The other thing that's really critical from a training perspective, we also do a lot of supervisor training. And, you know, you often hear that people will leave a job because of their supervisor. And so by that same token, sometimes companies don't invest in supervisor training, so they're just throwing somebody into that role. It's difficult for that person who's going into that role, and then certainly the folks who have to report to them. So we do a whole bunch of supervisor training, and we've also started mental health first aid. And so we have a number of
That's a great way to articulate that.
it
Yeah.
is so important, and it's what it is it trains people to recognize the characteristics, or if something's happening with their colleague, what to do, not to treat that person, but
Right.
how to let someone else know that something is happening.
They're
come up.
noticing
yeah,
something.
they're noticing something, and it happens, and it has a total effect on.
Taking a look at Gretchen,
Yeah.
Are you picking up on signs of
Yeah,
crisis?
what would you identify?
Yeah.
I think
Something's
she's-
wrong, right?
She's doing great.
Okay.
Oh, good. I'm masking it well.
We'll talk later.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I get
We'll
the
talk
wink.
later.
Yes.
Understood,
Yeah.
understood.
Thank you.
It is private.
Yeah, that's right. So we work, and we have special areas that we help our members with mental health first aid. So one of our team members just got certified to help folks who work with children. We have certification in working with manufacturing. So it's really specific to the industry, which I
That's
think is
cool.
great because
Yeah, smart.
not everything is the same. So
How do you
Different
balance?
stressors.
yeah, absolutely.
Pardon me for interrupting. How do you balance working in the business and also staying current with trends or things that companies need? Right. I mean,
Yeah.
you're not a giant organization, but you do have a giant net of people that you serve that have a variety of widgets, or they service a variety of different needs. But how do you balance working in the business and also staying current with what your constituents or members might seek of value?
Well, you have to constantly be learning and looking for information, reading. I mean, I read all the time. You're looking at not just industry type publications, but you have to consume a lot of different information. Like last night, I spent a lot of time looking at reading the Wall Street Journal and talking about 401ks and how some employees leave their money in 401ks when they leave their jobs, and it gets reinvested in a different investment vehicle. And you might think that you've left that money, the amount that you've left it, say it's $5,000, you come back to it and it's been reinvested, and it might be significantly less. So just that kind of information. And so I contacted our investment advisor and said, can we take a look at this, and what can we do to talk to our members about it?
Sure.
So it's really important that you're staying current with current events. Things are moving very, very quickly, certainly in the area of artificial intelligence and how that affects our members.
Insurance, I think, would be a big
insurance.
thing. Yeah.
Oh, it's huge.
Yeah.
And frankly, there's a lot of moving parts with law changes, and
Sure.
our members, they're in probably all 50 states. I would say we're based here in Northwest
We're
Ohio.
up to 50 now. That's
Yeah.
great.
It's yeah.
Matt's
knew?
textbooks were a little dated.
Yeah.
He was homeschooled, and they just fixed the textbooks.
Yeah. That
about the-
Louisiana, that was a big
The
deal.
mid
Yeah, it was-
1920s.
Yeah.
I actually don't know if there were any states founded after 1920. So
Yeah.
let me just be
Oh,
clear
yes.
Yeah.
to
There
our
were.
history buffs out
Just-
there.
Yeah.
I
I don't think you have to
nothing.
even be a buff.
Yeah.
to-
Yeah. Okay.
Just know the general history.
Yeah.
So I've got an answer to this, and I'm going to put you on the spot. And you're humble, so you will hate this. That's how we thank people. But what makes you good at this? Like that you wear a lot of hats. What personality traits make you as talented you are in this capacity?
my gosh.
And if you need me to answer, I can because I already know the answer.
I have a great team. I
Yeah.
have really wonderful people who work at WorkSpring. We have an amazing board that is comprised of attorneys and other HR professionals, CPAs. Our members are amazing, and that's what I think makes WorkSpring so cool. Is it's an association of folks who are in this space, and so people share information. There's the Employers Association of America, which is a conglomerate really of sister associations, and we really just share information. So I think, I try to make sure that I learn as much as possible. I'm not an HR professional; it's not where I started, but I would say it's my team, absolutely, and folks around me.
Well, I do know your team, as you know, and they are terrific. And I know most of your board
Yeah.
who are equally to the task, as you mentioned. But I will tell you, I met you prior to this role, and your job was a very difficult one. You had to know policy and be a technician, and you had to know people, and you had to bring these things together in terms of practicality or execution. So I can tell you as a friend that you are uniquely suited at that capacity, and that is not a trait that the average person has. Either they're one in one boat or the other, and strong that alienates one part of that, or they aren't a strong enough listener or not enough empathy. You are certainly all of those things into a single moving body. So
Thank you,
I'm
Matt.
not surprised that WorkSpring it has flourished under your leadership. Again, as a member and client, we have benefited from all of those things and over a long period of time too. But you're on the way up based on those skills. So
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Thank
absolutely.
you for saying that. It's
Yep.
very, very nice.
It is Megan. I'm saying that right.
That's correct.
Okay.
That's right.
Yeah.
I thought he was talking to me this whole time.
Yeah.
So thanks for clarifying.
Yeah. Don't read that last email again. Yeah.
All right, so let's dive into
Okay.
our favorite segments
Okay.
From the year. And Matt, you started walking down one of the roads that I really enjoy.
Okay.
With all of our guests, is that moment when you really see it's sort of the why and the how behind their success and behind what they do. And that moment that you're like, oh, this is core to who they are as a person, which explains this other thing so well, right? And it's like, of course they're going to do this and they're going to be great at this because when they were a kid, they did that, right? Or there's this piece of their hobby or their, side hustle or personal life. This is what they do. And it's like, oh, that's why they're great at that. And so for me, I'm diving in first because
Go for it.
I can. One of my favorite segments was when we were talking with Mark Folk. Mm-hmm. And, you try to figure out, again, a similar guy who's got his hands in a lot of different things and is asked to do a lot of different things in any given day. And he told a story about DJing and how that relates to, how he DJs and how he approaches every single day.
So, what do you do for fun? I know you're also a fabulous DJ.
Yeah. I think that's I get frustrated when I go into the visual arts studio because I don't have enough time to be there. And it's, 1 6-hour day is like 8 2-hour days, because you get in the flow. So I DJ. I DJ'd Showboo at the casino last night, which
No
was
way.
a blast. Yeah, we're doing a monthly there. Nathan Madamo and I, who I've been DJing with for over 20 years.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and it's you can make it because it's only 5 to 8 at night.
Yeah, I could do it. I could totally do that.
So, but for me, that's another way. I think about my job very much as like a DJ, being in a community, seeing what's going on in the room, and then trying to find the two things that you can blend together to get the response out of
That's
folks. Right?
That's clever. Yeah.
It's so for me, it's I also don't have to talk when I'm doing it, right? And being a leader, being out front, you always have to be ready for that. So I get to go a little bit into that
Escape a
flow, that
Yeah.
stream of conscious, and watch who's reacting where in the room, and try to get them all raised up at the same time. And
So I'm curious how much of your set is your set list
Yeah.
as a DJ is established before you go, or how much of that is really reading the room and saying, "Oh, now we're going this
Yeah,
way."
we see it's like a bunch of nerds.
I mean, you go to
Do you
see.
like-
Imagine this room.
I go see a band, and the set list is pretty well established for
Yeah.
that show,
Yeah.
right? And if I go see them in 8 different cities, it's pretty much the same in every city.
Right. Yeah, I do it based upon the room, and I have a couple different setups. One's all vinyl. I probably have just down the road here about 5,000-6,000 records in the basement of the old WGTE building on Huron Street. I still buy records. I mix them. You're a little more fixed that way. And then when I go digital, I'll have 10,000 tracks on a thumb drive. But when I play, I'm playing in the moment, in the room. If you want somebody, I'm not a top 40 guy. That's not. There are plenty of people who do that, and this has to be enjoyable for me. And when you give me that, I give you more back. So,
What is your kind of favorite genre style? I mean, you said it's not top 40.
yeah, I'm good music. That's my favorite. I
like
mean,
that too.
it's funk, soul, hip hop, reggae, house, a lot of world music. I think it's through places like Bandcamp, which is a great platform for connecting with artists. You can really travel the world. If I don't have a lot of time, I can go out and explore new music, and I feel like I'm broadening my horizons. And then I bring what really has an impact on me back, and then try to share it with the dance floor.
Megan and I are, in full transparency, are both on the Arts Commission board.
We are.
So we're not going to say anything.
And I'm not, so I can speak. I can say the words we're all thinking. What a dope that guy is, right? And of course, he started talking about DJing. As soon as he's like, well, DJing, I was like,
Matt's just jealous because he could never pull off a DJ vibe. I don't think. Matt, could you?
of course I could. Yeah.
What would be you're asked to DJ an event tonight downtown. What's the first song you're playing?
I think we can all agree I'd play the Russian national anthem, which everyone loves.
That's a good way to start any event.
That's right.
in America.
Brings the group together, right?
Together against
people
you.
love it. It's inspirational.
Yeah,
Your
it is.
words, Kevin. So
Oh my goodness! All right, Matt, do you want to go next?
Yes, yep.
Favorite moment from 2025.
favorite moment. Obviously, there's been a lot of them. Some of them are when I derail our show from laughing at something that one of you have said. So thank you for a year's worth of patience and grace. I can't help it. That's a knee-jerk reaction. And then I have to spend the next 4 or 5 minutes wiping the tears away from my face. So there's been certainly a lot of that. It's been a good mix, as it always has, of people I know or people that are even my guests that I've actually realized that I don't know as much about as I thought, or people that I know what they do, but I don't actually know them. But my favorite episode and moment, I guess, was Sam Meldon. So you run the risk of having someone you really know on the show and having it be it's too casual, too fast, right? We've certainly been the victims of that. Your buddy comes on, whether it's your guest or not, and then you start going into inside things or forgetting to give some background, right? But Sam, whom I don't care for either, I don't know. There's a couple things that we talked about.
Wasn't he your guest?
I don't think so.
He was mine.
Oh, who's Kevin?
I
Okay.
don't. Yeah. I didn't know we had guests. So thank you for booking those. Yeah.
Matt actually notoriously invites the guest, minutes before
Right.
the show.
Yeah, I just thought we all wanted to be surprised. So anyway, Sam, his commentary about his faith and sort of his idea of service was great. But in his discussion about leadership, so my favorite moments were when he talked about what service meant to him.
As a kid, like in school, were you running for student body, like student government or any of that?
No,
What nerdy thing did you do?
I golfed. That was for Matt. No, I was kind of a jack of all trades, master of none when it came to groups and friends. I mean, I got along with everyone. But no, I mean, politics, furthest thing from what I was thinking about. I mean, in high school, it would be fair that I was very much involved in the church and my youth group and that kind of thing. That accelerated in the college years. I did more and more and more of that type of activity.
More faith-based activities?
Yeah.
Okay.
Worked in a church, thought I would be a pastor. I had coffee with someone this morning, and he runs a handful of local companies. And one of his employees was actually, I was like, oh, I know him. And I said, you'll never guess how I know him. He's like, well, how? I said, I was his junior high pastor.
Oh my
And
gosh.
they're like, what? So that's always a funny thing. So I thought I was going to go into ministry. After Lindsay and I got married, 17 and a half years ago.
Holy cow.
It was like, this is a couple things, just didn't feel like this was the type of work that I wanted to do. And, we're just kind of figuring it out. And
Faith was part of your upbringing? This is something your parents prescribed to? or
kind of
was
on
it-
and off again.
Okay.
So, super fun fact, if you want how far back you want to go. I was
Birth.
born in Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Okay.
My parents moved around a lot when I was young. I lived in Chattanooga for like 8 months.
What caused them to move a lot?
Yeah, I don't like
They were on the
career
run.
path on the run.
Yeah.
Yep.
Criminal activity?
On the lam.
Yep.
Once you take all the money out of the bank, there's no reason to stay.
Yeah. All of my mom's side of the family is from Elmore, Oak Harbor, the further east. And my parents split when I was young, and we moved back here to be near my mom's family. And so church on and off again. Really, in high school, it was an important part of my life. Faith is certainly still important to me, but in a very, very different way. But no, politically, and I mean, what's so interesting about that is that someone who grows up in the church or a faith context and gets into politics, for me, those are very different things. And one did not, like, church proper did not inform political activity.
Yeah.
Now, the values underneath a faith system, I think, are consistent with the way I think about serving and what I believe about community and those things. But it was not like the church affiliation equaled partisan politics. It was foreign to me.
What is the definition of serving to you?
Oh, man. I think that thinking about something beyond your immediate self-interest, or finding
Can you
your
look directly at questions? It might help.
yeah. Finding your self-interest in the collective self-interest or the
Okay.
collective interest of a community. I think if you can do those things, you're going to end up serving somehow.
Sure.
Because it's connected to what you want to see happen. Your success is predicated upon the success of the community, and I think serving comes from that.
So I'm surprised that that's
Well,
the
now that I'm
moment.
hearing it, I don't remember
Yeah.
it. Yeah, it's kind of a snoozer.
I thought it was going to be about the minor thing.
Yeah.
I fully expected it to
Yeah.
be him exchanging wrenches for kisses.
Yeah.
That was the moment I
Yeah.
thought it was going to be.
Megan, I'm
That
sure you
moment
listen to
went
our
viral.
podcast. If you have
Yeah.
wrenches and kisses, will probably make you want to download it immediately.
There's a part of me that wants to insert that clip next
Yes.
so people can hear it, but I also think I'm just going to leave it at exchanging wrenches for kisses, and
Yeah.
you got to go back
Gotta
and
go
listen to the
listen
Sam
to
Melvin
the-
episode.
This is a
Correct.
little
Listen
bit
to
of
it,
idea
yeah.
what it's like working with these guys, Megan, is that they are editing my favorite part of the year.
We're just
in
trying
a
to make
way
it better.
in a way that they think suits them better. Yeah. You know that I'm the talent, right? I mean, it comes out
I know, yes.
on its own. But yeah, no, those are my favorite parts. There's a funny portion of every one of our interviews, and presumably something funny will happen here. But that it is interesting to have a friend be so earnest about what kind of makes them tick.
Yeah, and that was a good episode. That was a good conversation. Same reason. We all know him. We all
Yeah.
hang out with him and to different degrees, but to be able to talk to him about his work and you forget that when he first sort of came on the scene, he was more of a faith-based person.
Sure.
He was a minister and that kind of stuff.
And Sam is pretty
seems-
polished, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't mean this in a derogatory way, but he is a politician, part of his job. So I think people are accustomed to that. And when we asked questions, Sam paused. And it clearly wasn't a canned response. And you got to see him in real time kind of work through not only what he is about, but in I guess a broader perspective, what we hope this sort of silly show is about, right? We all get the privilege of working the rest of our lives. But there's upsides to a town like ours, right? And that is with the people not only in the room today, but that we get to meet in those goings-on, right? The Venn diagram in Toledo, Ohio is almost a complete circle, and there's so many positives to that. And that was just something that stuck out to me as one of my favorite moments from somebody who I knew, but it was a pleasure. I was reminded what a pleasure it is to work with him and to know him.
And we also realized during that episode that Sam is fortunate to have a lovely wife in Lindsay, who is our best and probably number one fan, and probably just a much better person than Sam is. So I think we all agreed during the podcast.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even Sam agreed. with
Yes,
that.
he did.
Yeah.
Right. And it was good to
Wisely.
see that he recognized that he has the ability to go out and do the things he does because he has such a supportive spouse at home. So
All right, Gretchen, you're up. What's your favorite moment
Okay.
of 2025?
my favorite moment was in it was my guest. I guess maybe I
course.
shouldn't have picked my own guest.
No, I think that's telling.
Okay. I selfishly picked my own guest, and it was Phil Skeldon. I think we had him on in April or May, but I've known Phil for a really, really long time. But it was a very
Remind us how long a really long time is.
60 years?
since 1994.
Okay.
That is a long time.
That is a long time. So we talked a little bit about
How many
us-
states do we have in 1994? Is it still the 50?
I think it was
Still
47.
the 50.
You're our
Yeah.
history buff.
Yeah.
Still punching.
Every
the 50?
time we mention a year, you have to say how many states are at the time.
Yeah,
got it.
that's
Okay.
right.
Moving
That-
forward.
What a fun game.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
And all for 2026, you got to track it.
I'll come back next year.
It
Okay.
may change.
You never
Yeah.
know.
Anyway,
Getting
moving forward.
close.
Yeah, we've got new rules now.
Yeah,
we talked
that's right.
about there was a very lovely episode. We talked all about the Skeldon history with the zoo, and that his dad would bring home animals to their house, and they lost a snake at one point. I mean, it was just a nutty situation when they were getting the zoo up and running. But there was one particular segment that was very sort of special because it related to Kevin, and he was talking about Kevin in high school at St. John's and not being picked to go on this mission trip. So we can listen to that now.
There's so many aspects to the Christian service program at St. John's and the foreign service trips and sort of where the tentacles and where all of those arms have gone. You guys may know I was in Honduras a year or
Rotary,
so
right?
ago
Yeah.
with Rotary.
Very little that you say I listened to.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay.
So if you could just
But
tell
I,
us again.
but I traveled not just with Rotary, but also with someone from Central American, from International Samaritan,
Okay.
which used to be called Central American Ministries, which was
started
born
at St. John's.
out of
Yeah.
So this organization out of Ann Arbor that has
Works
that
with
supports
people in the
garbage
garbage.
dump communities.
I do remember you saying this.
And so it's, for me to be able to go to, I had a chance to go to Guatemala. I do want to talk about this because I don't know if you remember this.
I certainly remember it. I remember having to tell you no.
Yeah.
Oh,
And how you handled that.
let's have that story.
No, it was beautiful how he handled it. And I'm sure he was torn apart.
as a student?
Yes,
I
as a
was heartbroken. My brother had a life-changing experience going to Guatemala and staying with a family as he was in between his junior and senior year.
Which brother?
My brother Matt.
Okay.
So you've met.
Yeah,
Lives,
yep.
not far from you, and so then it became my turn to apply, and I was a leader in the school. I felt going in that This
It's a shoo-in.
This kind of feels like a no-brainer, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm outgoing. I can tell
Are you
the
feeling
story.
bad about this now?
I'm feeling real shitty
No,
about
no,
it. But
no, you should-
I
no, you
remember
shouldn't.
it distinctly.
That's what Kevin does to
all right,
anyone.
so I know it from my side, but I'm curious to hear from your side.
Well,
I heard he
Because
just
I-
hated you.
That's also fair.
Well, no, I
provide some more
Yeah.
context
So,
to this,
so what did he
please.
say no to?
To me, I
Oh.
was not allowed to go. So, I mean, there's a ton
there's
of
a
students.
limited
that-
amount of students that
okay.
can go.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
all
so
right.
I did not get selected to go on the trip, and I was heartbroken.
Yeah.
And we'll come back and talk about the student piece of this a little bit, but I can give my end to the story.
Sure.
Is I had an opportunity after college to go with St. John's on one of those trips. And it was in that moment when I was there and seeing this that I knew that Mr. Skeldon was right, that I was not ready, that would not have been, I didn't have the maturity to ask the question why and to not completely lose myself in not finding the answer or
Yeah.
not liking the answer.
Are you hearing this for the first time?
I'm hearing this thing,
Yeah.
but again, how he handled it, I mean, you would have students whose parents would call you and
Oh, I
say,
bet.
why is this?
My parents didn't love me, so you don't have to worry about that.
No, but I'm just saying, Kevin's response and how he handled that, I distinctly remember. I don't remember telling every kid, but I remember that situation, and I remember how he'd handled it.
Yeah.
And
You thought he did
he
well.
made it easy on me. I'm sure he was torn apart, but
Yeah.
he made it easy on me.
I appreciate you bringing one of my lowest moments of my
heartache,
high school
yeah.
career and saying,
Well,
let's relive that.
You did get many complimentary comments from Phil as a result of that and the way you handled it and what you then went on to do. So I just thought it was a good it was one of those things where we all know, I think Matt met him for the first time, but Kevin and I both knew Phil, knew about his life, but then you had this little connection play out and Phil was learning for the first time. That this had impacted you.
It's Phil's least favorite episode because he also found out in real time that he and I are cousins.
That's right. They found out that they are cousins.
Yeah,
Yes.
so-
he almost couldn't recover for the whole rest of the
That's
episode.
right. We haven't talked to him since.
He's left town.
I think it's an
I guess
interest-
he's real busy.
It's an interesting perspective, right? That the way you remember something and the way somebody else, across the table from you remembers that exact same thing,
Right.
are completely different, right? And there's a Venn diagram there, right? There's some overlap to those truths, but I remember being crushed, and then later realizing, through maturity, oh, that was the right decision,
And I can make Phil pay.
and that's right.
Right.
And I
You're-
tried.
That's
I really
right.
tried for years.
That's right. Yeah,
but Phil remembered it differently, and so
Yeah.
that was. I'm happy to have relived that moment, and thanks for bringing that up. Gretchen.
Sure.
I'm
It's
going
a
to go
good
back
episode.
to therapy with that on my mind. So awesome.
If anyone else is interested in 23 and Matt, just send me a letter to Gretchen's
Which
Yahoo
email?
address. Yeah, that's right. And I'll tell you in real time, just for $20, whether or not I'm related to you. So
I appreciate it's not. I appreciate 23 and Matt.
that's right.
I,
Or call, and I will tell you immediately whether or not we're related.
I'm about to go on and buy that website right now.
Sure.
23andmatt.com.
That's
And they'll sponsor the show.
You can
That's
find
right.
out if you're
That's right.
related to
That's
Matt
right.
Killam.
Love it.
You might. I mean, let's be clear. If Matt Killam's related to Phil Skeldon, there's a good chance that you're also related to Matt Killam.
Yeah, thank you. And
Yeah.
that's
my
what,
dad.
That's what it says on our website.
That's the tagline.
6 degrees of Matt Killam.
That's right.
Oh, goodness
1
gracious.
degree of kill him.
All right. So, Megan, whether or not you are related to Matt Killam,
Not.
is
Which time will
your-
tell. We just don't know. We just don't
That's
know.
right. I can kind of tell by your intellectual quotient that we're probably not.
In the last 3 days of binging the entire year's worth of 419 to figure out what your favorite episode was,
Yes.
what did you come up with?
I came up with the Lori Hauser episode.
She's going to be so excited
Is she?
that this happened. Yes.
You think so?
Go ahead.
It was a fun show. You guys were silly on it as well, but I liked what she was talking about the solar eclipse.
Yeah.
Because it was such a cool event, and she helped make it happen. I
No
mean,
kidding.
you think about remember back in grade school, I guess, Hands Across America.
Yes.
It was kind of like that without holding
These
hands.
two were going to pretend
No?
like they're so young
Yeah.
and that we're so much older
Yeah.
than them.
I-
because they don't remember Hands
What-
Across America.
Yeah.
What
like
year-
they were
what
in
year was this
utero at
happening?
the
Yeah.
time.
And just as importantly,
This was
What year-
1986.
How many?
Wasn't it?
how
It
many
was.
states were connected to the hand?
50.
Yeah, you're doing it.
How old were you in 1986, dummy?
5.
You were not.
Nuh-uh.
I was 5. In 1986, I was 5.
Only
Megan.
Gretchen would argue with him.
I know.
Yeah.
How old were you in 1986?
I think I was 7. I might have been 8.
too.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Nice.
I was
Yeah.
16.
You were 16.
Yeah.
was.
We might want
Aw.
to timestamp that. Yeah. Boy,
I
Gretchen.
apologize. We're not
Yeah.
allowed to swear anymore.
Yeah.
Screw
That's
you.
right. That's right.
Really?
Anyway, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We interrupted. Yes, Hands Across America. Go on.
So, the solar eclipse, I felt like, everybody was totally into it. It was a very big deal. So, once in a lifetime for some. And I thought it was a great episode.
Let's listen to that clip.
Let's talk about the solar eclipse.
Yeah,
Okay,
let's do it.
They love talking with me about the solar eclipse.
Yeah. Well, I will tell you before I start saying terrible things to you, without Lori, we would not have
Would
been
not have been
prepared for that
celebrated.
for region.
Right.
No, I'm not.
Exactly.
Matt has said that in private. In a secret note that a courier pigeon got to my house.
It
Without
was in
Lori,
code.
there would have been no eclipse.
There'd been no
No, I mean
eclipse.
that sincerely.
She started it.
We taught Jesus Christ.
Shut up, Matt.
You guys are so sciencey.
We, well, yeah. I don't know where I was in the food chain of hearing this, but I'm one of the first people you talked to about it, and I was like, geez, yeah, okay. But you dragged me along and dragged, I think, the other cultural leaders who are talented, smart people and want to deliver, 7 days a week and twice on Sunday to our constituents. But you were the champion of that.
Oh, well.
And it was a big success.
Such a fun day.
Such a fun day, and everyone planned better as a result of your leadership.
Oh, thank you. But
So not very many people get to have something, even if it was ephemeral, that will have their name associated with a success, right? Certainly not the two people to your right. And they're
Nope.
never going to experience
Yes, they
that.
do. Yes, they do.
So from beginning to end, can you talk a little bit about your journey on that? How'd you know it was coming? Where's that information come
So
from?
I have a team member that used to work for me that drove to Nashville when it was a partial eclipse for us here. He drove to Nashville and went and saw the full eclipse when it was 100% totality. And he came back and he was like, he handed in a vacation request form for like 4 years away, saying, I'm going to need that solar eclipse off because it's happening here. And so he's the one that brought it back, and
No way.
we're talking about it and had it on our radars. But like, that was a gift for all of us.
Yeah.
I mean, being in that 100% totality in your neighborhood. So we started talking about it earlier, probably 2 years easily for me going to like speaking engagements. I went to the city and I was riding the elevator up with some firefighters and police, and they were like, are you here for this meeting? And I said, I am. And they're like, can you believe it's about the solar eclipse? And I'm like, yeah.
Have you heard of the Henry Ford
Have you
Museum?
heard of me?
Henry Ford
but,
created the first eclipse.
It
We-
really brought totality into the.
A whole new world.
Yeah.
I
amount of
didn't
times
realize
I've
how many
Common
friends you
vernacular.
have when they start calling you for glasses or things like that. But
Yeah.
we were able to do
That's
work
right.
from Toledo to Columbus. We had 3 different watch parties in like Findlay, Bowling Green, Toledo. Metro Parks had people. I mean, it was really nice. It was
Very
happening
fun.
everywhere,
It was
kind
amazing.
of going on with that, and to have everybody outside with us experiencing that at the same time, it was really, really cool.
I've got a couple of questions here, but like total number of people that were involved. I'd heard some insane number of like students that were bussed in, but like what was the total
You mean
attendance?
that specific
What was
day?
the
That day.
totality?
I
Please
think
stop
we
doing
had
that.
over probably at least like 7,800, maybe 8,000 in from like the Science Center, Festival Park, Promenade Park, right in that
It's a
area.
walleye sellout.
You know, in doing that. I know Bowling Green had a really nice showing for their watch party at the stadium. We were there
The
for that
Park
too.
didn't even know that was happening.
They were, and I believe they
They're
had,
just-
they had a really nice.
Totally befuddled.
They had a
Thank
big
you.
walleye that blocked it.
They
but-
dropped this.
And then we did stuff for a year in advance for like kits to schools for all the educators to be ready to go for it. So.
What was the hardest part of planning this for you and your team?
Sometimes the little logistics are always the harder part, like the bigger topic, but getting everybody
And
to
details of your
realize
strength.
what was actually going to take place. And then the fears that kind of kicked in were like, will my cell phone still work? Or what will happen
Yeah.
with this? And it's like, yes, everything will work. But this is a
Not
good thing, and
Y2K.
not focus on the negativity of it, but like take advantage of it. Sit outside with your family,
That's
you
right.
know, enjoy it, because it might not happen again in your lifetime. And so
It was
getting
fun
everybody
to
to chill
see it.
out with it for a little
people
bit.
that like the news media got all involved, and people that were like posting it around the world as it was coming. You know, it was very cool. It was a very
Wow.
cool day.
We had a huge number. I think we had over 1,500 school kids from Detroit. So our schools may have been closed, but they drove in and stayed for it, which was very cool.
That is cool.
We did make fun of Lori during that episode for her, especially Matt, for her obsession with the eclipse. But it is true. It is factually correct that she.
And Megan, I'm
Right.
surprised you picked that because you've been a long time eclipse denier.
I have been.
Right.
General science denier, right?
Yes.
It's weird for
you-
you to be
was
a
there-
flat Earth and an eclipse.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
get
The
how
Did you
lady
that-
ride your
does it all.
dinosaur to the event? Is that what happened?
No, I did
Oh,
not. It was not a dinosaur.
That's right.
But Lori is very much credited with bringing that.
Yeah.
100%.
All that everyone knew about the eclipse in our community and surrounding counties was because of Lori Hauser and the Imagination
Yeah.
Station, without a doubt.
It was immersive. I mean, it was so
Totally.
neat. And
Oh, can you say that?
what's that?
Can we say neat?
Neat?
Yeah, we can
Oh,
say
I'm
neat.
sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that what it,
That needs
is-
fine.
okay.
Okay.
It's fine. I think we were over at Waterville Primary at the literacy night, and they had a great big event from Imagination Station. It was all about the eclipse.
Yeah.
So little kids were into it. I mean, adults. I don't even know how did she get so many eclipse glasses.
I know.
But it was amazing, and she's amazing. She's
I
a
agree.
great leader.
Yeah.
I love
Totality.
that she actually does love the Henry Ford Museum. I
Yes.
think that's great.
Yeah.
We're going to bury her there.
I also there was a moment
Tonight.
in that conversation
Yeah.
around the solar eclipse that also like got me thinking differently about an organization's role in the community.
Oh yeah.
And so it was, they're called Toledo Science Center, but like that's like a brand name for like you go here. But the responsibility that Lori takes
Yeah.
by saying, no, we are Toledo's Science Center.
Yeah.
Is different than being a place that people come to. It's no, we take this out to you, and we're going to keep our eye, much in the same way that WorkSpring, you're saying, hey, we'll be your HR kind of eyes, boots on the ground, and kind of keep an eye on trends and things on your behalf. Imagination Station is saying, hey, Toledo, cool science things that you need to know about and you need to learn about, like we got you.
Yeah.
And so thinking about other organizations
Sure.
like Metro Parks in the same way, right? It's not just, hey, when you come to us, you have a good experience. It's how can we bring the Metro Parks to you?
Sure.
And how can we be this steward for the entire community in this area? Gretchen, you and I in our work, we have nothing to relate
nothing
to this.
nothing
but-
to relate.
So I
nothing
did,
to
well, I
bring to
did
the
add
community.
another ornament onto the Lori Hauser Love Fest, and this is wait till the end. 'Cause this is complimentary. Lori is a communications and marketing person, so not that she doesn't know science, but if you think about what how impressive she is, because it probably is now hand in glove with her, but that is a trained way of thinking, right? She connects people to science by remembering or plugging into science, right? She's not a scientist, she's not the one doing the experiments. It is her job, not dissimilar to yours, Megan, to connect science and people, and usually somebody who's able to talk about the science, right? It is the convener.
Connector. Yeah. Yeah.
That
yeah.
was, thank you,
100%.
Gretchen, for that. You can see why we
I can
keep on the
update
show,
the
right,
word. I
Meg?
can make it better.
That's right.
They don't call her Thesaurus for nothing.
That's right. That's right.
That was her
But I think
dinosaur
that
name.
the overarching.
Only 5,000 years old. Your words, Megan.
Oh man, and this is the fun that we've had all year.
The
long.
overarching theme of all the podcasts has been, I think, is convener
Neat.
or connector. There's we learn about somebody that's doing this little thing that we didn't know about. That's a big thing to so many
Like
other
flossing.
people.
Did you know that people are doing that?
It's a thing.
The
We need to have
dance,
a
right?
dentist on.
Yeah.
But I think that it's it's these are in theory people that we know, that we've met, that we interact with, and yet we always learn something new about them, some new way to care about them and to have the community care about what they're doing. So I love it. I think it's very fun.
And I think, at the risk of putting like too fine a point on this, I think, when we look at the kind of community we want to live in, the kind of world that I want to live in, I think it gets easier the more I get to know people. Right? It's when I don't know somebody that I start making up my own answers and filling in my own things. But when I take the time to really get to know them and where they come from, even the people that I've got these little disagreements, and maybe they're not even that little, but I've got disagreements, the more I get to know them, the more likely I am to like them and want to collaborate with them.
That being said, not this is going to put you on the spot, Megan, and present companies, agencies excluded. What is your Northwest Ohio sanctuary right now? Do you have your favorite place, either to be with others or to be away from others?
Including your husband and kids.
Yeah. I have to say it's probably Oak Openings.
Yeah.
And I love what
you just got into the 23 and Matt family.
I love what Scott Yarnell has done with the facility over there. The Wheelhouse. It's really cool. We've gone out there on Sundays, and just to see the number of people who are there, and families are enjoying themselves, kids are playing. I mean, it's just super cool. And I haven't been there like by myself where, just kind of walking along or something like that. But I've been with family and friends, and it's just, I love that we have it.
Yeah.
It's super cool. You go out to Twin Oast, for instance.
Sure.
I don't know. I think that the Wheelhouse competes with that.
Heck yeah.
And we have really wonderful things here in Northwest Ohio, and great leaders that are leading them. But I do think it makes a difference when you have somebody like a Scott Yarnell or Lori Hauser. Everybody, you guys sitting around the table right now. It's not necessarily Scott didn't set out to create the Wheelhouse when he did the Wildwood Brew House in his basement, right? But he's created this space for people. And Lori did not have to do the solar eclipse. That's not per se in her job description, and she chose to do it. And so, having people try to make it great here. And it's just, it's really, I love being back home and seeing it happen. And it's Toledo, Northwest Ohio. I don't think it can be beat.
I agree.
So this episode's released on January 1st. Maybe we should talk about what everyone's New Year's resolution is, if we have one, for 2026.
I feel like that's our entire first month of a show on WGT.
Okay.
So
All
there
right.
goes our
Well, we won't
content.
have Megan on. So Megan, do you have one?
Oh my God.
Is it to
Just
identify
start
all your
drinking
cousins?
by myself in the woods. I just told you the only time I've been with my family.
I resolved to go to the Wheelhouse by myself.
That's right. After they close.
Every day.
That's right.
I don't know.
Yeah, don't feel out.
You don't have to. Yeah.
Yeah.
The last time I remember when I was working for Jack, Jack Ford, he was asked when he first became mayor what his New Year's resolution was, and he said to eat a bowl of oatmeal every day.
Okay.
And he was trying to get healthy. And I don't know. I've never been a big subscriber into New Year's resolutions.
Sure.
I think you just...
Well, just eat oatmeal then.
Yeah, just eat oatmeal.
Yeah.
I didn't know if that was like the what was the eat the frog, lick the frog, whatever
Eat the frog.
What the hell?
phrase. Right. We talked about this on a previous episode, but
I don't
I
listen.
always thought it was lick the frog, right?
You
Like
thought it
every
was
day,
lick the
but it's
frog.
apparently it's eat the
It's
frog.
eat the frog,
Yeah,
yeah.
you got to wake up and like do the worst thing that's on your list of things to do for the day first.
Yeah.
So as soon
We
as you
should
wake
have
up,
this
just
podcast
eat the
first in
frog.
my day then.
But
Is
like
that like an organizational theory?
Yeah, I mean,
I
it's...
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
And
think
eating the frog is the bad thing.
I mean,
Jesus.
the frog is the bad thing.
Okay.
Megan,
although-
are you hearing more red flags or warning signs with your Gretchen? That's why you're sad.
so I didn't know if like oatmeal for him was like,
It might have been.
like just what, wake up and do the
Just
worst
do it.
It
thing
might have
for the
been,
day.
yeah. He definitely was not. He didn't like to... He probably didn't like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, licking the
sense.
frog though seems like it'd be worse. I would. That's
And
my,
it seems
that
like
might
a
be
totally
a better.
different thing. Also, I don't
Yeah.
know why.
I
It's
think it
just
might be a
not-
little.
Yeah.
All right. Well, on that note, hey, our friends at Wetro Wealth Management wanted to be with us today, but couldn't make it out.
Too many frogs.
But they said that every episode was their favorite.
Absolutely.
They
That's
did
what
not
they
say
said.
that.
I put those
There's no
words
way
in
they
your
said
mouth
that.
for you, but that was my words, not theirs. But huge thanks as we wrap up 2025. and our second season of the 419.
Crazy.
Huge thanks to all of our listeners. Everybody's helped us make this happen. And huge thanks to both Megan with WorkSpring and Tim and Wes with Wetro Wealth Management for being supporters of the podcast and helping us get to what is going to be this new exciting adventure in 2026. Matt and Gretchen, we talk about how much we get to know our guests and how much we enjoy that. I thoroughly enjoy the time that we spend together doing these, and I certainly appreciate you guys' willingness to bring me along for the ride. So thank you. It's been a lot of fun.
Thank you, Kevin and Matt.
All right, that'll do it for 2025 for Kevin Mullen and
Gretchen DeBacker.
And
Gretchen DeBacker.
Oh my goodness! This is the 419.
Can we still cancel the show, or is it too late?
It'll take care of itself.
Anything is possible. We will see you in 2026 on WGTE.